What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. Let's see. Tax return sale. Looks like Bazinga is having a sale. They said they're having 35% off. All right, so we got some earnings coming out. After hours, gonna Land Lake, PPG, Martin, JB Hunt, and AA. Dolphin Entertainment also reported as well. What's up, man? Wow, Dolphin is running pretty crazy. Up 10%. Dolphin Entertainment reported Q4 sales at 6.7 million as opposed to 6.31. It's pretty interesting. So this is that NFT stock. What's up, Buzzer? What's going on? Martin Transport also reported earnings as well. Earnings per share 22 cents as opposed to 20 cents. Sales is 223 million as opposed to missed by a tiny bit, 770. 12% decrease compared to last year and 1.99% increase in sales. What's up, Russ? What's going on? Land Lake Industry also reported as well. Wow, they had a pretty good beat. Earnings per share is 99 cents as opposed to 66 cents. Sales is 36.9 million as opposed to 34.96 mil. Wow. That was another crazy beat. This is a 560% increase compared to earnings of 15 cents per share from the same period last year, and 30% increase in sales compared to 28 million last year. It's pretty wild. Up 2.4% after hours. Wow. This company was used to always be trading around $12 because they pretty much did nothing but sell safety supplies. Oh yeah, let me see. Chat overlay, I think. Let me know if it works. Hey, what's up, Sound SNC? see, JB Hunt also reported as well. Earnings per share is $1.37 as opposed to $1.18. Sales is $2.62 billion as opposed to $2.49 billion. This is a 39% increase compared to earnings per share of $0.98 last year, and sales is a 14% increase compared to last year. That's pretty crazy. They're doing pretty good. So the trucking industry has been pretty good for this company. They're up at $172.95. All-time high in 2020 was about $121. Hey, what's up, Fusion TV? What's going on? What's up, sub? That's a great question on Riot blockchain, man. If it's like insanely overvalued, it's extremely hard to evaluate, because you have to kind of look at like how much it's really hard to calculate what the company can do and stuff like that, because you have to look at how much coins they have, how much crypto they have, and then you have to look at how much mining machines they have and all that stuff. Then you have to do all the forward calculation on how much money they're gonna make from mining going forward in the next 5 years, and so on and things like that. And because crypto is so volatile, it's very, very hard to calculate that. But is it extremely high from their price point last year? Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, crypto was also, has also ran up a lot, right? So I guess one way to calculate this, to kind of figure it out, you could also kind of let me see. Did the screen just get smaller? Damn, I don't know what I did. Oh, I turned the chat overlay on again. Alright, so let's pull up Bitcoin. So I guess one way to calculate like how overvalued Riot blockchain was, you could kind of come back here and you could kind of look at like the all-time low price, or like the average price of Riot blockchain, right? To answer that question a little bit earlier. So what was Riot trading at? Like $1.20-ish last year. So it's trading at $1.20-ish last year. What was BTC trading at? Let's see. So let's say from all-time lows of Bitcoin was at like 5,000, and Riot was like at $1.20. Let's say take the current price of the Bitcoin right now, divided by, let's say 5,000. That's like 12 times that by $1.20, right? Riot would kind of be at like $15 based on the increase of Bitcoin. But then the other part that we really can't calculate is how much mining operation they have and everything. So that's kind of tricky part, me catch up on that. So I hope that answers your question a little bit. Sound SNC. What's up, Fusion TV? The Light Hindu? The Lit Hindu? Is that what it is? What's going on? AMD, you can check that out. Probably gotta check out TSM. Young Bo, what's going on? Jay, what's up, Brandon? You heard? I mean, the quarterly report, that's another thing that we can look over, but they're constantly moving and like making new improvements, so it's also a little bit tricky on that as well. Hey, what's up, Patrick from YouTube side? So we're streaming on a few things right now. We're streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So AA just came out. For those of you guys that aren't familiar with AA, they're like an aluminum company. Earnings per share is 79 cents as opposed to 46 cents. Sales is 2.87 billion as opposed to 2.65 billion. This is a 443% increase compared to last year and 20% increase in sales compared to last year. This company has been having a monster run. Last year before COVID, they were trading around like $16, $17, all-time high-ish. And now it's around 32. Yeah, I was pretty psyched about AA last year, but you know, I sold like my weak hand so a long time ago. I think I sold around like 23-ish. I definitely didn't hold till now. Like now, I'm not even sure where AA is gonna go because it's already moved so much. And it had made that stellar recovery that, you know, we were looking for. So that was like that range that I kind of sold it at. And this marked the all-time high from 2020. And now we're at like the next resistance is kind of here and we're already at that resistance. So, I mean, on the technical chart, AA actually looks pretty good. On the technical side, you could probably see AA move up to here, if because look, we're already at this resistance, and we're kind of above it, right? So if we keep moving up, and we're already coming back down to back test it too. So on the TA side, this should ideally be at $40. If we keep moving. Yeah, Zug is 100% right. You know, Riot's current valuation is a reflection of investors' future anticipation as well. You know, of the future Bitcoin price increase too, because they're also a mining company, and they just I think Riot just recently bought a bunch of new miners and stuff as well. So you know, it's hard to anticipate how much output there, and it's very tricky to calculate that. But a lot of the stuff is overvalued, you know, in the current crypto space. Yo, what's up, Rex gang? Oh, Walgreens just came out with the earnings as well. I didn't even know Walgreens was reporting today. They didn't even show up. I think the only other thing left is PPG. that we're looking for. Curious to see how the industry do. Oh wait, is this Walgreen? No, this is not Walgreen. Never mind. Walgreens WBA. Earnings per share $1.90 as opposed to $1.47. This is 128% increase compared to the same period last year. Oh wow, this is like some Las Vegas bank, and they're almost up. They're almost up like 80%. So it's quite reasonable to their earnings per share increase. Oh yeah, I did see that lock about Citron. He was saying like it should be worth like $2-3, which is kind of a little bit ridiculous, right? But a lot of the stuff is super speculative right now, man. Let's see, PPG reported sales is $3.9 billion as opposed to $3.68 billion. This is a 15% increase over sales of $3.38 billion from the same period last year. And 57% increase in earnings per share. Sales volume grew about 7%. I wonder if they're going to talk about the material issue because we have like the global supply chain material issue in terms of like shortages for things that they need to make the products and stuff like that. In the near term, we're proactively managing both direct supply chain disruption and production constraints at some of our customers due to the input component shortage. Oh, so they said these issues will likely delay some of the seasonal sales activities into the second half of the year, but overall demand growth across much of our business portfolio remain very strong. The commodities disruptions specifically affecting the coating supply chain have resulted in raw material cost inflation, which we expect to remain elevated into at least third quarter. We are prioritizing further selling price increase, which we expect to fully offset raw material cost inflation in the second half of 2021. In addition, we will continue to aggressively manage all aspects of the cost structure. So it looks like based on the cost material increase, they're going to increase their prices too, which is pretty good. The reason I was a little bit interested in this company is because of the whole infrastructure plans, and they sell like a lot of protective coating. So if we're going to make a lot of improvements to bridges and all that stuff, they're probably going to get some of these government contracts to make a lot of the sales. And this is probably going to be one of those companies going to be very, forward moving. And same thing, especially if automotive sales are going up a lot, you can expect this company to grow a lot as well, because they're one of the main manufacturers in terms of automotive OEM coating. So that's something to take account for in terms of like long-term investing. But I was curious to see like if they were going to pass the increase in material costs to their customers, which it looks like they said they are, which is good, because sometimes these companies end up eating the cost, which is bad. Let me catch up on some of the comments. Curious about what's up, RB Nickel. Curious about your thoughts on TSP and the IPO today. I haven't heard much about it, so probably have to take a look a little bit later. You want to check out Roku a little bit, Rick? We can put that on the list. But if you could pick which ticker you like the most, that would be better though. We'll try to do one ticker per person. What's up, Tom? What's going on? Hey, Jenny, US, thanks for subbing, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome to our channel, and thank you for supporting us, man. Well, the supply chain effect is gonna cause a lot more future inflation because it's gonna cause the material price increase for a lot of products or genuine products. So that's gonna, that's gonna make cost of things, goods go up overall for everybody. Since Russ highlighted the message, I'm gonna move his up a little bit more. If you guys highlighted the message on Twitch, it'll just go up to the top of the list. And also for our subscribers as well. So let's check out two of the tickers first, and then I'm gonna check out some of the earnings that happened this morning. So EARS. I heard this is like one of the small cap stocks that's been running a lot. We kind of had this double bottom a little bit here. So it looks like we could come back again for another test. We're seeing that move a little bit here. Before we move back further. But I would say this is probably the bottom, 290-ish. So I hope that helps, man. What's up, this man? You want us to check out ears? Let me add that on the list. I mean, not ears, ARK. Check out ARK in a little bit. So just stay tuned. We'll check it out for you. And let's take a look at Roku real quick. Yo, that's crazy. Roku's been grinding. During this whole thing, Roku's been grinding, just like moving up still. It's pretty good. So check this out. See this yellow line here? So this is somewhat of a mini support. Roku is kind of hitting that here a little bit. So if we remain above 384, probably gonna keep moving up to the next level. And then, but you're gonna have to see how the situation in the whole market is. If the market remains bearish, if the market returns to bearishness, then this is gonna go back down. But if the market is extremely bullish and this continues to stay above 384, it's gonna grind up. So Roku above 384. extremely. All right, Buzzer highlighted the message as well. So that's getting moved up a little bit to Facebook. So I'm going to check out some of the earnings this morning that came out. And then we'll take a look at some more charts. Because we have a lot of really good earnings this morning from TSM, Bank of America, Rite Aid, Delta, Pepsi. So I really want to see how those companies perform. So check this out. Bank of America reported this morning how they do. Big drop. So Bank of America reported 86 cents as opposed to 66 cents. Sales was 22.9 and that beat 22.13. So this is a 115% increase compared to the same period last year. So that's extremely well compared to last year. Sales was a 10% increase compared to the same period last year. So it's okay. It's like flat out. I would say a lot of the increase is probably due to like workers, like there are people working from home and stuff like that. Maybe some better leasing deals or something. But that's pretty good for them, man. So the company's pretty solid and it's been moving up like higher than last year as well, of course. So last year was trading at the high before COVID happened. It was around 35.80-ish. It's trading around 38 right now. So that's a pretty reasonable price point to where it is because they are performing really well. They didn't really get affected by COVID. But I would probably look for an opportunity if they come back down a little bit to like $35. That's probably where I would look to pick it up again. Because I saw the last time when we hit the double top, I was holding that position for quite a while. I really like the company and stuff. Let me see if they say anything interesting on their earnings report. Oh, what? What's going on? I'm not able to pull it up. It's probably... No, I haven't checked TSM yet. I'm about to check it out in a second. So BlackRock also reported as well this morning. Another beat. I'm not surprised because this company's just been killing it. They're the government's right hand kind of, and the government's asked them to help them purchase a lot of bonds and all that stuff. So they're definitely getting the cuts from doing all that. This is earnings per share was $7.77, beat estimate of $7.64. Sales is $440 as opposed to $430. So this is a 17% increase compared to last year and 18% increase in sales compared to last year. We're talking billions of dollars, so that's pretty big. Let's see, Pepsi also reported this morning another killer earnings. Earnings per share is $1.21, beat estimate of $1.12. Sales is $14.82 billion as opposed to $14.55 billion. So this is a 13% increase compared to the same period last year. And sales is a 6% increase compared to the same period last year. So I think for Pepsi, I would really look forward to their Q2 earnings because just think about it, right? Their Q2 numbers is going to be going against like COVID numbers. So if we start to reopen, I would not be surprised to see their Q2 numbers just like completely destroy the previous year's numbers. So, Pepsi is the company that owns like the sodas, Lay's, Tropicana, Quakers, Gatorade. This is some of their top brand names. So this is last year's numbers. That's this year's numbers. That's pretty good. Let me see if I can find TSM. All right, so TSM had a drop this morning as well. Earnings per share rose 28% year over year to 96 cents, which beat the estimate of 95 cents. So I think I actually read their earnings this morning because, I was curious about TSM as well. And I think it was overall it was like not as crazy as I expected. I thought TSM was going to be really, really crazy, but it wasn't. Let me show you what I mean. So TSM announced consolidated revenue of Taiwanese dollars, I guess NT, of $362 billion net income, with a net income of $139 billion, right? So that's great revenue there, almost like 50% or something like that. Or so they said later on. Like their gross margin was really good, but actually that's less than 50%. So they said year over year, first quarter revenue increased 16.7%, while net income and diluted earnings per share both increased 19.4% compared to Q4 of 2020. And then so it said in US dollars, the first quarter revenue was $12.92 billion. Which increased 25% year over year and 1.9% from previous quarters. Gross margin for the quarter was 52%, operating margin was 41%, and net profit margin was 38%. It says our first quarter business was supported by HPC related demands, balanced by a milder smartphone seasonality than in recent years. Moving into the second quarter of 2021, we expect our revenue to be flattish. So keyword there, right? Flattish. As HPC related demand will continue to grow, offset by smartphone seasonality. So they expect HPC demand to go higher, but smartphones to decline, which is why they expect to go lower. So HPC, I think, stands for like high performance computing. Based on the company's current business outlook, management expects the overall performance for second quarter 2021 to be as follows. Revenue is expected to be between $12.9 billion to $13.2 billion. So that was very similar to this quarter, right? So that's what they mean by flattish. Gross margin is expected to be very similar between 49%, and then operating margin is 38%. Kind of similar to these numbers here, if not even lower actually. Now, so what we just read is that the company had about maybe 25% increase year over year in terms of the quarters, from this quarter compared to last quarter, and they're like expecting about the same growth, right? But if you take a look at the stock, compared to last year, that's right here, right? Last year, let's say around February. Let's not even count March, right? Let's call March an anomaly, so we won't even count that area. So technically, last year they were trading around, let's say like $60. The company's already at 120, give or take, some pennies or dollars. So they're already at $120. That's already priced in for like 100% growth. But as you can see, they didn't have 100% growth. They have about 25% growth, so it's looking a little bit overvalued. But stocks is always forward looking. So that's why it's gone up so high, because people are looking at like 5 years, down the pipeline, or even 10 years down the pipeline sometimes. But at the current timeline, it's definitely a little bit overvalued. So you can see the numbers here, Q1 2021 as opposed to Q1 2020 right here, 10.3 to 12.9. But I think we're really here to see what they're going to address in terms of the chip shortage. I thought they addressed that somewhere over here. I didn't see it. They didn't say anything about the chip shortage on the report, on the PowerPoint slides and stuff like that. But I did read about it this morning. This is something that we were talking about yesterday, right? So I read that here. It says they said in the earnings call that its automotive customers can expect chip shortage to start easing next quarter, which would be Q2. So that'd be like, I don't know, or maybe are they talking about Q3 or Q2? I'm not even sure at this point. So maybe June, but it says the chip shortage will still continue to last throughout 2021 and potentially into next year too. That's so crazy. So that's TSM's earnings report, man. I hope that helps. What do you think, XY? Friday reported this morning as well, 78 cents as opposed to 76 cents. Sales is 5.9 as opposed to 5.8. Not much difference there. Pretty meh. Citibank also reported as well. Pretty good beat. Thoughts on Tesla? We got Tesla on the list. We're probably going to check it out in a second. You sold calls? That's what's up, man. Good for you. Oh, you know what? This is what I'm really looking forward to check out too. Delta Airline. Has anybody been trading Delta lately? Yo, let's see this. Let's check this out. So Delta Airline reported earnings per share of negative $3.55, missed the estimate of negative $3.13, which means they lost more money than people estimated. This is a 596% decrease compared to the losses of 51 cents per share last year, which is pretty big. So Delta Airline today reported financial results for March quarter 2021 and provided its outlook for June quarter. Oh snap, Tom is actually using the highlighted message. I gotta move you up, man. So we'll check out those in a little bit. I'm gonna dig into Delta, see what they're looking like, and then we're probably gonna go into the charts. So they say a year after the onset of pandemics, travelers are gaining confidence and beginning to reclaim their lives. Delta is accelerating into the recovery with our brand stronger and more trusted than ever. Thanks to the incredible effort of our people, we achieved positive daily cash generation in the month of March, a remarkable accomplishment considering our middle seat block and the low level demand for business international travel. If recovery trend holds, we expect positive cash generation for June quarter and see a path to return to profitability in the September quarter as demand recovery progresses. Wow, this is going to be big. So it's an adjusted pre-tax loss of $2.9 billion, excludes $1.2 billion of benefits related to the first payroll support program extension. Adjusted operating revenue of $3.6 billion declined 65% on 55% lower sellable capacity. During the March quarter, cash burn averaged about $11 million per day and turned positive in the month of March with cash generation about $4 million per day. Oh, wow. So apparently they've been losing money since last year, and they said apparently they just finally went positive in terms of cash burn. At the end of March quarter, the company had $16.6 billion in liquidity, including cash equivalent, short-term investments, undrawn revolving credit facilities. The company had total debt and finance lease obligations of $29 billion, with adjusted net debt of $19.1 billion, which was higher than prior guidance as a result of aircraft financing decisions. Hey, what's up, Spendo? Welcome. Hope you're green and you've been killing it. So this is the June outlook. They expect the scheduled capacity to be down 32%, sellable capacity down 40%, revenue down 50 to 55%, fuel price at $1.85 to $1.95. And these numbers were compared to last year of 2019. So they expect to be down from 2019. So let's see, what was the scheduled capacity for this quarter? 55%. No, that's a sellable capacity. So sellable capacity declined 65%. So they expect that to go to only 40%. So that's a little bit better. Yeah, Dogecoin. Damn, this is always so ugly to look at because I'm just shocked that Delta is still continuing to lose so much money, and the stock just keep going up. It's kind of disgusting because last year they were trading as high as $62, and then COVID happened and they dropped to like $20. So it's a lot, 62 to 20, and now they're trading around 40 something dollars, but they're still burning a ton of cash. The company isn't close to recovery yet. They're still looking at down 40% in the next quarter's forecast. So let's say like best case scenario, they'll probably be worth like $37 to a certain extent. It's kind of nuts, man. It's crazy at the current price point. But obviously, it shouldn't be going down anymore because obviously the company's going to keep improving. So it's kind of tricky. I mean, I'd be shocked if they fill the gap. I'd be shocked if they come back to $62. Like that would be a great shorting opportunity. Hey, what's up, Green Thoughts? So you want to check out XPEV? We'll add it to the list. So let's go. Let's check out some charts. Damn, that's just shocking, man. Kind of disappointed for the airlines. I thought airline travel would be pretty good by now. I thought they'd be making recovery, but I guess not. Oh wow, so Facebook has had a really good breakout. So this was the downtrend line that they've been rejecting for a while. They broke out over here. This is probably one of the best things to play ever, because it broke out, came to back test that line, right? And then went higher, tested that double top here. This is probably one of the best patterns or the best scenarios to play out, because anytime it breaks out, the best entry to get in is always on the back test. When it breaks out, it's got to back test the previous resistance, which would be here, using it as a support and then bouncing higher. That's probably one of the best situations that ever happened. I don't think I saw it. I don't think I was checking Facebook for a while, so I didn't see that opportunity. But as of now, it looks like we could be setting up the head and shoulder here a little bit. So that would kind of mark the head, and then the other shoulder would come back here. So it's, so we'll move that resistance to over here again for the double top resistance. So this will be a pretty crucial area. As far as Facebook goes, if we can stay above, if Facebook can stay above that 307 area, it's bullish. It can continue to make higher highs. Obviously, depending on the market as well. So if Facebook continues to stay above 307, we can test higher. If it breaks under 307, we could come back down again. The next level would be like 275-ish. That's a pretty good area that it could hit, or maybe even 285 to be generous. But it also has earnings coming up. I know there's a lot of situation going on with Facebook. I'm actually surprised that Facebook's been running so high, because aren't they getting sued by the government and stuff like that, antitrust issues and all that BS? That's the Facebook chart. So I hope that helps, man. So now we're gonna dig into some of the EVs that a few of you guys asked for. So since all three tickers got requested, I'm gonna take a look at all three of them at once. So Tesla, the other day, we thought it was breaking up and above this line. It closed above it. It looked really good. We were almost gonna test the second line over here at 785. But huge fake out, man. Huge fake. So same thing. It looks like it could be setting up that head and shoulder pattern as well, with that marking the head. This is the other side of the shoulder. And then, like, you know, if the head and shoulder pattern plays out, then it would be like, it would come back here. So that would be like 660 something area. But it looks like it's reversing from the high there. So that's Tesla. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some of the other companies follow. But do we have any good news for Tesla though? Was there anything new that came out? So the other day, everything was looking really good. We thought that, you know, NIO was gonna come back to this green line, at least $40 range. But nope. It was like psych, reversed back down with the whole market situation. I don't know if it was going to be rotation to EV this week. I never said that though, but we thought that move was going to happen, you know, just on Tesla moving up for the sector. But it was a bull trap. Yeah, Sub is right. It was a huge bull trap. Ended up coming down. We could test the support right here. This tiny support here, maybe even long term here. Tesla's earning on the 26th. That's still like a little time away though. Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely the supply chain issue should definitely make you know, have something to do with this fundamentally, but I'm not even sure if a lot of people are like, they even give a crap about fundamentals in terms of the EV sector. aren't every EV stock already highly inflated at this point? Like, who cares about fundamentals? If I'm speaking from like the EV point of view, because they had great numbers last quarter, so I think people were just a little bit drunk on the numbers that came out last quarter before the supply chain issue really started to hit. Yeah, it'll probably lag a little bit. Maybe you know what? Maybe the Tesla earnings report will reveal that. That's actually a good point by you, man. In terms of supply chain issue, maybe that will be something that Tesla will bring up in their earnings report, and they'll mention it, and then maybe that will create like a whole collapse of every other EV. Who knows? Or if they don't mention it, or if they say that it's gonna get better, and people just buy it, then it will cause the run of every single EV out there, right? So that's NEO. So I would probably look for that support around that $34 range. I don't even know what to do at that point on that, tricky. Your best case is for another bounce right here. That's the best case. XPEV was setting up too. They were all setting up for the move up to follow through with Tesla. But then the market, Coinbase got listed, and then the market crashed the same day for no reason. I'm not even sure why, but the market crashed for no reason. And everything ended up reversing downtrend. So everything is coming back to the downtrend. This is the $30, $31 support for XPEV. If that doesn't hold, we're probably gonna come back to this $26, which is ideally what I'd probably be looking for, man. Because that's what I was anticipating last time, and then we just had a huge move up. Hey, what's up, Dimitri? You want us to check out Snap? Well, we can add it to the list. So we just checked out the whole EV stocks between NEO, Tesla, and XPEV. Next one I highlighted is SPI. Give me a second. I gotta respond to some people. So let me see, SPI. Hey, what's up, Blaster Belay? Is Workhorse a EV stock? Yeah, of course. They're technically considered in the EV sector because they sell parts, right? Oh, SPI is a solar company. Or is it? The company provides a range of engineering, procurement, and construction service. Who was it that asked about SPI? What's your position on it? What's this? What is this? That's pretty interesting. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Oh boy. Yeah, green energy was really popular before Biden got elected. It's been huge, just because everybody know that he was gonna make a, green energy bill and stuff like that. But the whole sector, man, has been getting really hurt. Oh, solar, EV, and wind energy and all that stuff. It's been tough. It's been tough because they ran a lot last year, right? Like a lot of these companies were trading like very low. Let's see, $1.80, $2, give or take, in 2020. And ran like massive. Like over here it hit like $46. I know you definitely didn't get this for $46 though, right? You're probably in the $10 range, if anything. To a certain extent, people could be like, they could look at this and be like, oh, you know what? It was trading around like $20 last year, $12 last year. Why can't it go back there? That's a possibility. It could. But it all depends on the supply and demand and what the market is looking like. The last time I was looking, actually last week I was looking into green energy infrastructure bills, and I was trying to figure out a conclusive, conclusion in regards to like where the whole direction is going. So they say that the earliest that they're gonna pass that huge green infrastructure bill is like possibly in the summer. So we're looking from like July to August. So to a certain extent, I could say like, yeah, money flow could come back into it. Investor could get hype about it again, but probably not as we get closer to that infrastructure bill again. I think that as we get closer to passing the infrastructure bill, the huge infrastructure bill, people will probably start to look at these green energy stocks again. But as of right now, I think we're really starting to see our market correction. We're really starting to see like, some of the fundamental stuff coming into action. Like we were just, I was being sarcastic a little bit earlier, kind of joking about how fundamental didn't make sense. But at this point in time, we're really starting to see like a lot of these like overinflated stocks really coming back down to earth. We're really starting to see like things coming back down closer to valuation to a certain extent and reasonable price points. So this is going to be a pretty interesting area on the chart. This is 640 is a pretty good support to average down if you like the company, and then you could probably take it for a small sell area at the resistance here a little bit. So that's at like that green line here, which was 746. So best case scenario, we get a bounce here, and then possibly consolidate during this whole area for the next 2 months. That's the best case scenario. So that's the SPI chart. I hope that helps. I mean, but it's an interesting company. If you like the company, why not? Hey, what's up, Big Bones? From YouTube side, you want us to check out Run? You can definitely add that to the list. We'll check it out in a little bit. We got to go through Mara, Arc, and Snapchat. Actually, let me check if they're still here. Who was it that asked for MARA earlier? Are you guys still here? Or ARKK and Snap? If you guys are still here, just type in the symbols and so to confirm that you're here, and then we'll open them up on the chart. In the meantime, I'm gonna get some water. Give me a second. I'm back, just checking out some of the messages. Damn, Zuck, you got a lot. You got like 2 of them. Yeah, it's just holding mode at this point, man. GIK, we'll add it to the list. All right, so I don't see Mara. I do see Snap and Arc. So we're taking Mara off the list. Let's take a look at Arc. Oh yeah, Tilray and 420, for sure, man. That's gonna be the day marijuana stocks are gonna recover. Zuck, did you say, am I saying your screen name right? Zuck my Glock? Probably like Zuck. But you want us to check out QQQ as well? I see what you did there. Yo, maybe everybody that's like really hype about marijuana will get together and they'll form a pump on Reddit. That would be great. Oh boy. I thought that aren't like most at least I know in New York they say like they're starting to exclude marijuana in the drug test now. So for ARK, it's very similar to the QQQ tech sector. They this is one of the first times. So check out this yellow line. This is one of the first times they came under it, under the yellow line here. This is one of the first time they broke under it. Kind of tested this trend line a little bit here, about 4 times. This trend line has been tested about 4 times already. I think I even posted this on Xtrades as well. I was like, yo, if you guys want to buy ARK, like this is the time, you know, for that trend line here. When I first found the trend line. So that trend line is moving up a little bit more now. And this is gonna be a pretty big resistance area here. So that's gonna be an area of resistance, the 129 area. If we can close above 129, extremely bullish on ARK. If we can't close above 129, we're probably gonna test it one more time. That's good. I remember, right? I think you even told me that you bought some ARK after seeing like that trend line or something too. You bought some ARK at 117. What's up, this man? Are you in Xtrades as well? Oh yeah, I just found my old chart. So this was published on like March 5th when that trend line first was found. That I drew from here. So that was posted a long time back, and the trend line's been holding pretty good. So this area is going to be really interesting. We do have a lot of room to go up. If we get above this, I think next area resistance is going to be like 160 something. So that's a huge move. That's huge, man. If we can get above that, that's a huge move up. If we can't break above 129, then it's gonna go down a lot more. So I hope that helps, man. Let's check out Snap. Hey, what's up, the Doc Army? What do we think about Mara after the 35% drop from all-time highs? Oof, your cost average is $47. That's a great question, man. We're gonna take a look at it in a little bit. We got some other stocks to check out first. After we check those out, we're gonna check that out for you. It says ARK does pay dividend. What you mean, Spendo? What you mean? What you mean? They pay dividend once every year, so you gotta be like one of those religious holders that's holding the stock for a whole year, man. If you're never selling and your cost average is like 110-ish, it would take you, let's do the math. If you get paid $2, right, per year, it's probably gonna be like 60 years, 55 years just to get your money back. Good deal, good deal, good deal. Good deal. You know what to do for daddy. Oh, Snap kind of has an inverse head and shoulders setting up a little bit. So that could see that setup there. That's pretty reasonable actually too. So if it sets up the inverse head and shoulder, because a lot of the stuff is pretty high. It does have earning coming up. You know, RSI is extremely hot, like very topped out, and pretty much every time it has topped out, it's came back or chopped a little bit here. It's tricky, very tricky. You know, it's also at resistance here too, at the shoulder, right? So it's at that $65 resistance, came back down a little bit. So if it gets above 65, it'll probably just invalidate this and just go up higher. But under 65, we're probably going to see that inverse head and shoulder set up. So Snap. AMD. Oh damn, Spendo getting smart. So I'm gonna jump that a little bit since she highlighted the message. Learn how to jump the lines. Let's see. Got AMD FOMO today, trying to decide if I should just put a limit buy order for that $90 call for July 16th, but I only have 250 buying power left. Can't decide if it's worth it. I think it could easily make it to $90 by July though, but I feel like I'm missing my buying opportunity yesterday. I think you are having a lot of FOMO. You know the market is at all-time highs right now. Just gotta wait for the buying opportunity, right? AMD. I probably say, I think you gotta think of it like this, right? Like take a look at this chart. See that $74 level being really good support. And just wait for it, man. If it hits it, that's great. If it doesn't hit it, then just be like, so be it. You know, so be it, right? Just forget about it. Because if it comes back down to test that line, that's great. That's probably where you want to pick some up. But if it doesn't test that line, and it just continues to go up, just forget about it, man. It's gone. You know, that's like. It's like, yo, if your boyfriend left you today and you can't get him back, so be it. It's gone. He's gone. Forget about it. You know, like if he finds another woman, forget about it. It's gone. Forget it. It's over. But what if he finds another woman though and he's like in love with her? It's over. Nothing you can do about it. Don't get too much FOMO into it. Oh snap, oh snap. More like it's over for him, she said. Yo, what's up, Party City stockholder? What's going on? Congrats on making that money, yo, on your Dogecoin. Exactly, sub. Exactly. If he finds another woman, he doesn't deserve you. Yeah, I mean, that's right. Zuck is right. If if you're like making mad money, if you caught it at like 5 cents and now it's like 10 cents, sell half, yo. Get rid of it. Facts. My man is spitting facts. So I think we charted run a while back. I was kind of bullish on the company because they're a pretty, big solar company. They looked like they were gonna break out here, but then this trend line was like, nope, and they kind of rejected it, got smacked back down to earth. That was when they announced like the whole infrastructure bill and everything, and we started to move back up, and it got smacked. So we're kind of at this range again, this $48, $49 area. It broke the line and it kind of recovered it last time. We got a huge sell volume again. So gotta see how it settles, man. I could probably see a quick scalp here. You could probably scalp it to the line here again to like $49. Like it's at 47 right now. You could probably pick it up and scalp it back to 49 if it makes slight recovery. But then what if the whole market starts to crash from here? Then this would continue to move down further. So next level would be, I'm gonna start drawing next level at this point. So next level is like 43, 44 area. The only thing I will say that's kind of bullish right here is the RSI is really, really oversold. So we could make a slight recovery because last time it was very oversold was over here, right? But it also pull one of these where it remains oversold for like a whole week and just keep drawing down. So sometime when it's very oversold, it could have a kind of a nice bounce. So that could happen here. But if there's anything like this one where there's just no volume in the market, then it could, and the market is extremely bearish, then it could remain oversold for longer. So I hope that makes sense, man. Hope that helps. Blaster Blade 9000 said, with the market up here, I'm not sure whether to run the big dogs or stay on the porch. Yo, if you're not sure where the market direction is going, I would just stay sideline. stay sidelined and until you see a clear direction or until we get a nice pullback, and look for buying opportunity there, because we're definitely at some very iffy area. I don't think I got into any new trades except for like oil. That's the only thing that I see like with bullishness so far. And I kind of talked about that a little bit already, in terms of like where I think it could go in for like XLE. So if you want to play oil, this is the crude chart, which is oil futures. And you can kind of see like XLE kind of be reflective of that a little bit. So I think XLE has potential to recover to $54 from 48 right now. It's not that much, it's a small move. But I feel like it's pretty safe if crude continues to recover. But who knows what will happen if market tries to drop, right? So talked a little bit about that here in our Discord channel. So if you guys are in the Discord channel, make sure to join. I guess it depends on you. It's up to everybody's favorite. I haven't seen this much. I've been mostly using XLE because it's the same company that's that makes the SPY ETF. So that's why I went with that one. I think it might be a little bit more popular. If I'm right, I could be wrong. It might be a little bit more popular in terms of like option volumes and stuff like that. But it looks like this one made a slightly bigger move a little bit here. But they're very similar in movement. You can see the movement being very, very similar. All right, let me catch up on the chat. So we got run. Let's check out GIK. What's up with GIK? What does this company do? Have I ever charted before? Party City stockholders, I got a conspiracy theory. They purposely put in damn plug. They don't want me to win. I was doing great. Now they just putting out straight standards. They don't want us to succeed. They don't want us to eat. They want us to grind forever. Oh, damn, Dome. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Average was $13. Was going off a merger happening, but Party City stockers. It's like one day I'll be able to retire my plug, buy a nice farm out in the country, grow pumpkins. I feel you. Damn, it sounds like we definitely gotta check out plug. Okay, so GIK is kind of like an EV stock from what you guys are telling me. Trading at $10 right now. It's a blank check company. Oh. I didn't get this one. Never saw it. So if you're in GIK, I think this is probably the bottom here. You're either gonna have to cross average down, at $10, or you're doomed. I mean, what'd you say your average was again? 13. So if your cost average was 13, you average down a little bit, you could probably get it down to like 11.50 or something. It's a blank check company. Depending on when they're gonna merge, you probably have some time left. So you probably be a little bit okay. Because like a lot of the blank check company, $10 is the bottom until they finish the merger. So one thing I would do if I were you is I would find out when they're gonna finish the merger. If you got like 2 more months on the merger left before they finish the merger, I'll probably pick some up at $10 and pray for a random pump up to like $12 and exit there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Sorry, I was just texting my friend. Let me catch back in the comments. Electric cars, getting contract with Amazon, DHL. I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's tough when these companies get hit by fraud and things like that. But like I said, if you're really bullish, if you believe in them, $10 is a pretty good area to average down. Otherwise, just cut losses or just wait for a random pump. But definitely find out when that merger date is. Let's check out Nike and Nike kind of playing out what I was anticipating the other day. Got that rejection of the yellow line here. Coming back down a little bit, could see 130s. So you see the crossover on Nike over here as well. NKE. What's up, Hot Slang? Yeah, man, I'm not big on the Chinese companies because they got burned really bad, especially with Baidu. So I really don't want to touch them, and also with the whole geopolitical tension and everything like that, I really don't want to get caught in between that whole situation. Mara, I would look for that $40 support area. If we can't hold that $40 support, pretty much doom. I think as long as Bitcoin is above 60K, you're okay. Maya pass away. I mean, you do you, bro. You do you. I'm just saying what I'm doing. I'm scared. Oh shit, that's dope. Damn, you have a really heavy position. I mean, I would say, if you have a very heavy position, I would say just watch it. Sell calls against it, and see if we get a recovery over here. If you really want to average down, the $27 area, it would be an interesting area to average down. Like this $26, $27 right here, that would be the area to average down if you really like it. But otherwise, I don't know. It's iffy. It's like where is Bitcoin gonna go? That's the real question. It looks like it's doing good. It looks like it's moving up, so it can move mirror up. All right, let's check out Plug. This is gonna be the last stock of the day. We're not taking any more stocks. Probably gonna end the stream after this one. Blaster Blade 9000. You think that WKHS is on sale? May I ask why? Oh snap, dude! Look at this plug level, man. Next level is at 22. It's breaking down every single level out there. Holy smoke, man. So this $37 level is a pretty big level. And then it's been kind of going down after that. So it's almost finishing up here, to be honest with you. I think this is the last level of support, the 22.5. Oh my gosh, bro. How could you hold it for so long? You had it since $66. You should have cut loss a long time ago. I mean, it's already down so much. At this point, you just gotta sit down and pray, man. Pray that next level at 22.55 holds. And if it doesn't hold, then I don't know. Just gotta look at it as just leave it as one of those forgotten losses for a long time. Hey, yo, sub. Don't remind me about that, man. I had a bunch of Playboy shares that I had left over from when I made profit on it, and I sold it at like $13 to $14 because I was so scared, right, that the whole market was crashing last month. And now it's like $30 something, retarded. $42. Yeah, I think at this point they're just pumping Playboy because maybe because there's short float or something. I'm not even sure anymore. PLBY. Price to earning ratio is 131. Holy smokes. Price to sell was 8.3. That's pretty high. Market cap is 657 million. Yo, maybe we gotta run the short on it. Volume is at 10 mil. Average volume is at 1 mil. A lot of volume coming in. Oh shoot. Playboy is getting into NFTs. That's why they're running. It's probably got to be a good short. Let me see. How much is it to short it? I checked for you guys. I got you guys. Yeah. NFT nudes. PLBY. So short. Sure. $43. So I tried shorting Playboy to see what the whole situation was. It says this security is hard to borrow, so that means it's heavily shorted. It's not showing up here though. It's not showing up the short float as well, but it's showing that it's heavily shorted. The borrow rate is 4% per day. To short one share, it's gonna cost me an interest of $0.01 a day, but it's probably gonna jack my margin requirements up. I'm probably gonna take a shot at it tomorrow or something, see where that goes. Because even that Dolphin company, right, DLPN, Dolphin Entertainment, even they came back down to earth after a huge run. So, what's Playboy at? PLBY. Let's say it was average around $12, is now at 43. I would say if it goes over 500%, I'll short it. If it goes to $60, I'm gonna short it. But guys, I'm probably gonna end it here. And we'll come back tomorrow. Oh, how do I check the short float? Or how do I check how much it costs to short? I just went and tested on Xtrades. Some of the indicator I'm using is the money flow and the stock RSI. So ideally, you're looking for the tops, right? If you ran to the tops, that's where you kind of want to exit. Look for, exit on your positions. The money flow is when you want to look for when it goes light green like that. That's when a lot of money flow is coming in and the crossover. So that would be right here. So that would be your ideal entry. So I hope that answers your question a little bit, Baldo. But I'm out. Have a good night, guys. And we'll be back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. To check out some of these other earnings. Morgan Stanley, Ally, Bank of New York, Mellon, and so on. Take care, guys.